for the ratification of the order of outdoor burning. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. All right, item 5E, the payment for marsh waterproofing in the amount of $43,700. I need a motion.
So moved.
There's a motion.
I'll second it.
There's a second. And what this is the work that Marsh has already done on all the windows they have. Did they do a pretty good job? And
Yes, we don't hear every log truck getting on their brake when they go to that line.
I know Renee has told me the same thing upstairs, and I think it's staying a little bit cooler in there. You don't have the heat coming in quite as much, so we're hoping during the winter time that it has the same effect, or the heat will stay in during the winter time. So it looks like they've done a great job, but this is for the money for their first payment. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. All right, item 5F is a policy and a contract agreement for on-call removal, transport, and temporary holding of descendant remains.
Put that form of motion.
There's a form of a motion.
I second it.
There's a second. Guys, what this is we've never had any kind of agreement with funeral homes for removing people that don't have a preference. Because sometimes JPs show up out there on scene and they have to call someone, the family don't have a preference. We have to call those to have that body removed, whether it be on the side of the road, on a wreck, or something like that. And it has to be held, and the county pays that for that removal there. We're kind of all over the board. The JPs were worried because you were having one that was charging $350, one was charging $500, one was charging this and that. So we went in and made up a little bit of a contract here and looked through this, and what it'll be is across the board $450 is what it will be. And each funeral home that wants to be on call, they're going to have to get with the JPs and get with the sheriff as well to be on that on call. But they'll have to sign this if they want to be a part of it, and they have to agree to this. And it'll be $150 transport fee if they have to take the person to the Jefferson County morgue. So this is something that it will save a lot of money. I know for years when we used BJ transports, we would pay $400 and $500 to get those down there to Jefferson County morgue. So this will be across the board, and for these funeral homes here in Tyler County that would like to be a part of this, they have to sign this contract and agree on this, and that way we have it straight across the board.
So what is that supposed to encompass if they have to have a specialized body bag?
We have that here. A special body bag will be $25 for each special body bag. They are to supply one body bag. If they have to have the other body bag, it's $25 extra for each body bag. Sometimes you have some very tough removals, I'll just say it like that, and that requires more than one body bag. So when you have to have that more than one body bag, the county, we will pay $25 extra. And that is on the JPs to be able to decide that if they need that. That's for them. Anybody got any questions? Also on this, I did enter it as well for a $1 million general liability. That funeral home has to have that's a standard thing around the state of Texas. They have to have that general liability of $1 million. So that it keeps us from being a part of any kind of suit or anything with them having that general liability insurance. Any other questions? All right, and this is a termination. Either party may terminate in 30 days. Written notice, county may terminate immediately for a violation of the law or failure to maintain their liability insurance. So we can, remove them if they don't have their liability insurance. Any other questions? All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say. All right, item G, the Tyler County Sheriff and Constable fees for 2027 fiscal year. Need a motion?
So moved.
There's a motion.
Second.
There's a second. did you have any of those fees that we
No, so
talked
not-
about?
Not for this year, but next year there's possibly gonna be raised.
Okay, all right. Well, listen, this is all the fees for the sheriff's fees. Sheriff, there was nothing that we were gonna go up on and any fees.
No, sir, not this year.
So we just need to put it in the motion for the minutes that all the fees will stay the same this year as, 2027 will be the same as 2026 fees. Do we have any other discussion? If there's no other discussion, all in favor say aye. Any opposed, say. All right. Item number H, to approve the appointment of Melanie Bryan to the ESD #1 Board of Commissioners.
Motion to approve.
There's a motion to approve. There's a second. All right, all in favor say aye. And that is approved. We're very thankful for her going on there.
She
On
is
the
going
board.
to take the secretary position.
There you go.
That is a point of, I guess, contention down there. Nobody wants it.
No, that tends to be a lot today it's very hard to get people on the ESD board, so. and keep
We
them on there.
appreciate it.
So we're very thankful for her. All right, item I, to transfer of a 2020 Tahoe with 177,000 miles from the Tyler County Sheriff's Department to Woodville Fire Department. I need a motion.
So move.
There's a motion. There's a second. Sheriff, if you,
Man, just to tell you, Sandra, how old I'm getting, I looked at this today and I read, there's been a 2020 Tahoe. And I thought, my, and it's got 177,000 miles on it. I thought that was only 4 years ago. This vehicle was only 4 years old.
Yeah.
No, it's older than that.
yeah.
I'm getting over that drive. I'm serious. When I see 2020, I think 4 years ago. How about y'all like that?
Yeah.
Hey, it's flopped a little bit. That's all right. Yes, Joe, I want to come to you this morning and ask, I've been visiting with the fire chief from the city of Woodville Fire Department. And we have a vehicle, I was just telling you about, it's 2020 Tahoe with 177,000 miles. Doesn't really, meet the requirements that we need for our department for day in and day out use. We've done this in the past where we transferred these vehicles to our other county fire agencies, and we wanted to be able to provide this as the last 2 or 3 years, and I'll introduce DeAndre, you've already met him. We've really seen an influx in the response that the city of Woodville Fire Department does for the county. And to be honest with you, we could not, as a county, and our law enforcement and also our private sector, our EMS, our other fire departments, we depend on them daily.
Yes.
This is just a little something we wanted to provide for them to be able to, whether it carry manpower, whether it be traffic control, whatever it may be. My chief and I met with all the fire chiefs of Tyler County last week. Had a real good discussion with them, trying to get on board with kind of knowing what their capabilities are, their rosters of people, because it's really complex right now, real complex. You met Pastor DeAndre Grant a minute ago. He is also the chaplain and also the secretary for the fire department.
Yes.
And these are the type of people that these fire departments need.
Yes.
The departments are struggling with manpower. But I stress to them that when you're struggling with manpower and you start getting people on your roster, if you will, that have not been vetted, their purpose and you've got to have a heart for this. And I think now more than ever, we have got to come together and make sure that we help with recruitment, but we also help with making sure that these departments have the right people. And you just here on H, you just approved the appointment of Melanie Bryan to the ESD, and I was thinking about this. These emergency service districts are receiving lots of money. Lots of money. Spurger's on the edge of something really great. They really are. They have got so much good equipment. They're beginning to develop a roster of people that are in it to win it. And that's exactly what we need. Woodville's already established that, because they've already got theirs established that way. They're already, they're who everybody looks to in the fire department business. That is starting to trickle down now. And we as elected officials, we have to be together and make sure that these monies with these ESDs are being spent properly. We owe that to the public, and we've got to do that in a way to make sure that they know that when firemen, and we use the word volunteer, these guys, they understand that. Yonder, I tell you, he understands it's a volunteer position. You've got to have a heart for it. But these people have to know that when you show up on scene at their home or their, whatever it may be, that we've got the best of the best. So I think really moving forward, I say all that, we've got to make sure that we do the best to support and monitor our local fire departments.
Yes. And we are working on that. It's something that our district attorney is working on to be sure that we do monitor that and get that done. So that would be something that we're very much mindful of.
And with that, I just ask that we, the county, have the ability to transfer this vehicle with 177,000 miles on it. I showed it to the chief. You thought I showed him a brand new 27. I've never seen somebody so excited. So we're excited for it.
I know that you know it, that we need the removal of the insignia as a Tyler County operator.
Oh, already done, Miss Madam Auditor. Hey, I've learned something from the past 14 years. I've learned a few things from it.
And I'd like to say to Woodville Fire Department, we are very thankful because they do respond not only to just stuff right here locally, but all throughout the county.
Yeah.
When we need them, we need them in Wildwood, they are responding to Wildwood. So we're thankful for them and for the city and the city council, the mayor, all of them for allowing them to go outside like that and help us. We're very thankful. Yes. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank y'all.
All right. Any other discussion? No other discussion? All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say. All right. We have any comments by court members pertaining to matters of county government? None? All right. I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
There's a motion to adjourn. There's a second. All in favor say aye. Any opposed, say.
I've had
Jennifer.
I was gonna say, we got
I
4 weeks.
was asking about